It's something which I can do, but the man is like, oh, the man, the man military over like a sports. I've said that's obviously Casey and I repeat daily or nearly young. What's a lie? And the man I will like the regular like I own. And then be on whose tongue. Kalanza, Alasai land, you think it's a thing. So I never to say at all, Mushu. Bela, Apollo, and something about that day. So you think I'm a piece of shit, huh? I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, so taking me for you think about a piece of shit, huh? And Bela, I told her, I told you, we're not a much position. I'm on the position that I'm there at a fell. Give a take a day. Oh, team.
We are the pods.
It's not possible because I made the things that you cannot make that possible done.
Yo, welcome to the Joint Podcast. We out here. I'm chilled, sober. I'm out here with my high friend. What's up, nigga? How's the joint treating you?
Hey, no blood, the boss. Yeah. You were taking to your house, chilling with my friend. Wow.
Well, I have to make it clear, man.
You gotta make it clear when you
No, I'm chilling with my high friend. I gotta make it clear that my friend is high. Yeah. What's
Okay.
up, high friend?
Yeah. All good, man.
Yeah. Nah, man. So how's it been, man? How's your week been? What did you come across?
I mean, it's been a weird couple of weeks actually. Like a lot of shit has been happening. You know, it make you question a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. For instance, to like the passing on of like the artists, stuff to like, hey,
Huira lang ke khalti na ro huira hala.
It's not even. I don't think it's even about the cult. It's just something in order to it's a dark cloud over our nation right now. We're losing a lot of artists in this nation. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And let's go on a couple. Is it episode 24? I think. Let's go on these people and like huira hala ampida pila. No, you cost teach just collapsing on stage. Yeah, hey, it's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's been a lot to take in as well. Like, it's
a lot, man.
Hey, it's been crazy. And for you, and how has it been for you on your side?
Well, it's all been good, man. It's all been good.
Yeah.
I also came across a lot of shit. A lot of shit.
So what?
A lot of shit. Yo, a lot of shit, nigga. Yo.
So what was the most interesting shit that you came across?
I wouldn't say the most interesting, but it's a bit confidential, so I wouldn't want to like tell you about it.
Why mention if it's confidential?
It's confidential,
niggas, you know.
No,
if like
listen.
It's like you know, this thing is something happened today, but I can't tell you.
Yeah.
So why you mention it in the first place? Just don't mention it.
But
mention
that's the most disturbing of it all, right?
Okay, yeah. Mention something
Okay.
that you can share.
Okay, so something that I can share.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened? Besides that, life has just been okay. Yeah.
Been painting, Yana.
That also is something confidential. I don't wanna like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Evan, hey, there's a lot of confusion. Can't be like,
Yeah.
Why you gonna tell this spy so, eh?
Nah, man. Some things are confidential. Some things you just.
So are you the type of believer more? You don't tell people your dreams because about a lawyer. You know,
nah, hey, you're not but
why? This is the Lord.
No, dog, I'm highly protected. No lie, I'm highly protected. Dog, that's what But I'm the type of nigga that don't really like to jinx what I have planned. So I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather talk about what happened, what I did, not what I want to do or I'm going to do. Yeah.
So, believer, how should really why jinx?
Not hore ke believer hore eke she really kai jinx, but I don't want to jinx it. I don't want it to happen hore go buditse selo and it didn't happen, and now I seem like that nigga that So I much rather not say shit until I do it. As long as I know I want to do it, I think that's enough. Yeah.
If would be a jagger.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about this too. I heard this other phrase somewhere. I don't know. I think I heard it from. I think I might have heard it from the shop. It wasn't the shop. I think it was this other snippet that I ran into. Loyalty has an expiration date.
Loyalty.
Yes. What do you think about that?
If it does have an expiration date, it's not loyalty for me.
Why would you say that?
Dog, why? Okay, can I ask you a question? Why would it expire?
Why would it expire?
If it expires, it means that it's only your loyalty, for example, is only, you know, that phrase, not even a phrase, it's the code. Yeah, boogie, West Side Boogie. It's like you only gang when it's convenient, ain't you? So for me, if loyalty has an expiration date, it means it's only there for one party's convenience. Yeah. So for me, loyalty has got to be forever.
So loyalty for when is forever.
Yeah.
Even if somebody did something disloyal.
If someone did something that's disloyal, you see, that's a whole nother story.
No, but the person you are loyal to.
The person, yes. Yes, so that's where it.
So
that's where
it
we
expires.
Yeah, that's where it expires.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're only loyalty is an explanation date. So you're only loyal to somebody who's loyal to you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It's gotta be reciprocal. Yes.
Yeah. So you see that as an expiration date can be developed. It ends when one party doesn't meet the other party in the middle. I guess.
Yeah.
So
loyalty doesn't have to be one-sided. That's what I'm. Yeah.
But that is where it expires. It expires right then because of that's why I get it. It's still gonna be it's dependent on the other person.
Okay.
Like, you can't be loyal even if I think it's only gonna be a dog that does that. Dog, yeah. Some people can't want to be saying better one, but dog will still be loyal.
Yeah.
But with human beings, dog, like.
Well, again, it depends on again the character of the person that you're dealing with. Some people are gonna be loyal. Some people are patient enough to understand, or sometimes it's not being okay. You might be disloyal today, but if, for example, you do an action that I might perceive as disloyal today, but then tomorrow your loyalty continues. So there's those type of people that do believe, okay, people do mistakes. Sometimes they would be disloyal, but doesn't mean that the overall loyalty is
it's been compromised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when you put it like that, it makes a bit of sense. Only thing is that we know with people live by certain principles, and you have different principles.
Yeah.
So if, for instance, you find somebody who rates loyalty at the highest,
so any sign of disloyalty, they cut you off. Yeah,
it's crazy like that too. But I guess life you keep it moving.
Joe, dog, I believe I'm only loyal. Okay, the most loyalty I have is to me. Yeah, that's the it's the most loyalty I have to, man. That's the only person I have the most loyalty
so
to.
So you rely more on yourself than anybody else in this world? Is that what you say?
Yeah, because I know myself, right? Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't say you're gonna be loyal to me forever, right? Can't say that, but I know that I'm gonna forever be loyal to myself because I know myself. I know my principles. I know my morals, so I would never go against them.
Nah. Yeah, but it happens in this journey of life. Sometimes you go through things and you if you're even disloyal to yourself, it happens. You know your things, but you know how you're supposed to move. But unfortunately, you're disloyal to yourself. You stray from the path. Eish.
When you stray from the path, I guess it's part of life, dog.
Yeah.
Don't you think straying from your path sometimes is part of life? Come on, man. Like, so it's part of life, dog. It's part of. It's part of I think that's when you have to actually understand, Hore, whatever plans you make won't necessarily mean that's how things are gonna go. Right? You making plans. I believe in making plans. Vele, you got a plan. Hore, okay, this is how I want it to go, so that you prepare for the path, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to go. So sometimes you might stray from your path, but that doesn't really mean that that's not your okay. That doesn't really mean that you're being disloyal to you. I don't think you're being disloyal to yourself. You're just exploring and seeing and going where life is taking you sometimes.
Yeah, let me ask you a question then. Let's say as you said, saying that you are loyal to yourself. I want to give you an example right now. Let's say part of being loyal to yourself is living up to your principles, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to do anything that compromises your principles. But it happens in life that everywhere you make mistakes.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you find yourself compromising your principles because of maybe momentum or the situation that you're in. So in that aspect, no matter how I look at it, you're being disloyal to yourself because you know what you're doing is not beneficial to you. It's not really something that you're supposed to do because it's straying from your principles. Even your gut feeling will tell you that's something that is wrong, but you still go against it. So in that aspect, you betray your gut feeling. You are disloyal to yourself.
No.
That's why you don't in some. You the freezer the needy.
Joe. Intangolo na Joe. Now it's no wanna brag.
No, it's not picture.
No, yeah, that's what. Mari, you know what? Like what I meant is, you might stray from your path for a moment, but you gotta have that backbone to go back to yourself and saying shit. Because sometimes, you get lost in the moment. You get lost. Whatever situation that you're in might lead you to go against your own principles. But I think as a person, you have to be able to come back to yourself, to your senses, and be on some, okay, this isn't me. Go back or try and sway yourself back to the path that you want to be in. Yeah, but I wonder because there's sometimes people who just stray from their path and then just same time.
They develop something else new.
Yeah, we live somewhere really da.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, that's when you actually start to question: is this person really loyal to themselves or not? Because for about 5 years you were like on that path, and then 2 years later after something happens, you stray into a different path, and then you take that path somehow you forget about your own self, you forget yourself, you forget the principles that you were living on from the onset. So that's when you actually get to question, is this person really themselves, or is it just a person who sways, who's getting swayed by the wind, or what?
Yeah.
I
feel like we do like for one day, and I don't know this loyal to yourself. So like this how everybody are going.
Yeah, I go hitting a gong.
For that moment.
Yeah, for that moment, hitting a gong mejo na lor ish. For example, look at the buzzer age na ish. I can motor to tlape blacho. And then it happens or jo. Na to avona hangi wacho. And then jo. I go to age no to tlape lanyana ke insang maracho homo na to what's what. You know. Answar. So yeah.
You know. That's one thing. I'm not trying to compare it to anything like that, ne? But when it coming to alcohol, that's the part that actually important about you. Which part? The part where, like, there was a point. Usually, back in my days when I was still drinking recklessly, there was a point where I could tell myself, right, they be like, you've had enough. you should like abandon ship and go home.
Yeah.
But
humanati.
There's something on them that way.
Like fuck it, man.
And whenever you do any fuck ups, cut at night.
Yeah.
You know when you wake up, you're like, shit,
I
that
shouldn't.
moment.
And you
That
remember
moment,
fella, that
that
moment,
moment,
oh, shit.
that moment,
That
that
moment
shit
was my wake up call.
And I don't listen to it. So, people have such moments, you know, with cannibals. I've been speaking with cannibals for the past couple of years. I think I can the moment where I get ish. Mola, wait, mola, listen to this like us to be mola. Mola, I've never had that moment like there's always good. For natural, there's always been a good reason to smoke.
Shit.
Always been a good reason to get high. So like,
It's another sometimes. Sometimes, Vela, you feel like, hey, Fit, now I'm getting too high. I'm getting too high, damn.
Or when
I need to stop. like they pass you a journey, like, hey, well, let me hit it, cause I might as well just hit it. Then we rally some fuck up, and I'm like, shit. I shouldn't have smoked that joint.
Yeah, but now I'm saying, for now, like the fuck ups to get link cannabis as compared to alcohol.
That's alcohol, nearly.
Yeah,
but
alcohol.
Alcohol, you know, like I'm gonna. Okay, I'm not sure if. Hey, Joe, babang batong besha mare.
You gotta speak out your.
Yeah, mare. I think there's somewhere in the Bible where it's like, you can drink, but don't get drunk.
Oh, everything about like getting drunk is the actual.
Yeah. So like, yeah, dog. I feel like getting drunk is another problem. Drinking alcohol is not much.
Alcohol is not a problem. The problem
is
is always there, like your intake of it. So that is where the problem. There comes the responsibility, even with cannabis
also.
You gotta be responsible.
I guess that's with every substance actually, dog. Even prescribed drugs from the pharmacies.
Yeah. It has dosage.
It has a dosage.
I don't know, but alcohol there's no really dosage. I get it. There's a limit. The state.
Yeah.
But I only 3 or 2 is enough. Nah, dog. Let's just say alcohol abuse is dangerous to your health. That's what they say.
We just wanna
I want 5 for 6 is enough.
We just wanna live moments. Loena as mutu, you have your limit. Yadi joint, maybe in a day or in an hour or whatever.
Who?
Okay, I'm not. Okay, let me just say, not you.
Okay,
not you.
No, I also have a limit. I also have a limit.
Okay, you have your limit.
Yeah, I have my limit. Yeah.
So you know if you go beyond that limit, hey, yeah. So there's little alcohol or Joe. You have to know. After 2 beers. After 2 beers,
that. Hence, I think the only difference will be that Sako pharmacy there is a prescribed dosage for you to take. So with these ones, because of like alcohol is recreational, and go moving and I said you won't but in real life like a recreational unless you cook with it, but it's recreational. So try to you know your limit and you don't exceed it. But that's what I get here now. I want to prescribe you. I'm worrying 4 would be enough, 6 would be enough. You never know. It's up to you.
Joe, marwana metlolo ka mo ya la bona jo. Ya la bona ke metlolo jo. I feel to like when I look at asorka compare happen. Mar when you look at batho tsuwa dizolo dipache. Joe, like they always chilled. Anke ba lwale motho. Anke ba Joe, anke ba ira ditshilanyana metlholonyana ya o makatsa jo. Ntswa. Yeah, Joe, batho ba byala jo. And ona le batho ba bang jo, like 2 beers vele is enough. 2 beers is too much actually. Not enough. It's too much. Cutting one more after 2 beers. 2 hours fela jo. Motho na le shapo. After 2 hours motho shulu tlhaka setsanya ko lwa everybody. Nyoko tshwara banyana ba batho jo. Ish.
That's a shit gets fucked up now.
Yeah, so ba fethu leveling mabyala sharp.
I'm checking. And also mixing the two is never really wise. Mixing the two, you must be careful with that. Whenever you mix the two,
you know, I remember there was a time.
Cannabis and alcohol, you must be careful.
There was a time
mix one together.
There was a time I was drinking. What's this thing of drinking? But the budget's on a little. The one that time, like, I was drinking beer, ne? Then I think I had like 5 beers. I since Nah, not the court. Yeah. So, yeah, sharp. After my 5th beer, I'm like, shit, I didn't smoke J today. Let me just smoke a J. Dog, that was the end of my night. That was the end of my night.
Upon your knees.
Dog. Like, joke it happy. And then, like, Nikili sharp. I was like a tipsy. I wouldn't say I was drunk. I was like a tipsy. My red joint just fucked everything up, yo. You just fucked everything up. Yo. So yeah, don't mix the two. Don't mix the two. Don't mix the two.
Don't mix the two. If you ever go face a pillar, don't you do that.
So man, what do you have for us this week, man? Kadipachi. What's Kadipachi, Joe? You always have some good news, some good tips.
For this week, I actually hadn't had anything really captivating that I saw. Only thing that I could actually pick up was an article that I actually wanted to talk about. I remember I wanted to talk about this article. Yeah, we didn't touch on it again. Yeah, it is play into why actually this were done in the first place.
Yeah. Okay, we didn't really talk about why. We talked. We addressed the difference between a blunt,
just the difference between
a blunt, a joint, a spliff.
Yeah. So I ran into this article on High Times. It was saying that like there's no need to mix the two anymore because of back then. What you're saying is that back then the two were mixed actually because of, remember back then you couldn't access cannabis as easily as you can now. You can nowadays.
Okay. So to mix it was
to preserve it. So that you don't run out quickly. You don't want to. So it has to go in can.
Oh yeah.
So it was for that reason. So now as like it's getting on high. I don't think it's necessary to mix unless if ever you like it. You know if you prefer it, you like it, then but
I've heard people
just question why you do it.
Yeah,
because people tell me stuff.
They're like, if you don't mix the weed, you're gonna slim quicker. Joe, I'm like, Doug, what the fuck? Where did you fucking read that shit?
Oh, they're saying that if you don't mix it, it's yati to light it again.
You didn't roll good.
You're not rolling good. If you it's the way you roll, change the way you're rolling.
Oh, you change the paper that you're rolling with.
Change the paper that you're rolling with on High. Because of you're not like I talk. There's no such thing as like, it's in the way you roll. So another myth was that like. Bantering, the taste, they're reducing the taste. Cannabis.
Filter it. Why don't you filter it?
Filter it, dog. Or get A-grade stuff.
That's the thing. A-grade stuff tastes so fucking good. You wouldn't want to like.
You don't want to make that shit.
I mean,
you wouldn't want to make that shit.
If you mix that shit, we know you ain't smoking A-grade. Well, I might as well just roll up.
Yeah,
my nigga let me tell you a story about my nigga. My nigga's been smoking weed for the longest of times, and he can't roll up.
Hey man,
damn.
It's like this, I can teach you. It's not like I can't roll up. Like I'm a perfectionist. Like, I know. So, we're feeling by far. That's all. Like since you get some of, they're not really that good looking. Like I didn't enjoy it. So I'm feeling my way, which I use like.
You scoop it up.
I scoop it up until I. So when I scoop it up, like the smoking experience is more nicer than when I roll it freehand. So I've been trying to improve my freehand rolling skills, but
Hopala, ne?
Hi man, I always get pissed off at some moment, along the process, and I'm like, fuck it, I want to do it the way that I know how to do it properly.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I get it's about getting to floor 18. If when I get there by the stairs or by the elevator, as long as I get there.
As long as you get there.
Yeah.
Just at least, yeah. Use your way, man.
Yeah, my way has been working for me.
And just because I'm rolling, it doesn't mean I'm smoking. I'm just rolling. Because I don't want to give my... Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, but I roll good joints, man.
Molo di pa mapanda.
I sort of get panta or anything.
And who
but
taught
I
you how to roll, man?
Who taught me how to roll? I taught myself, man. Yeah,
God.
taught myself. What do you mean?
You watched somebody rolling, then you did it for yourself? Because I know you just came up with the shit on your own and not rolled up. You saw somebody obviously, ne?
I didn't.
No,
The
no.
process that I use, I didn't see anybody using it. I saw someone rolling the joint.
Yeah.
Mara, I was like, okay, let me try it, and then process I couldn't roll it that way. So along my time of smoking, I got to get to know my own process of rolling the shit. Yeah, and then just was able to roll good joints.
Yeah, because I know a friend of mine, I would like Tupac. No, he got it from a YouTube video. I did Tupac.
Oh.
Tupac without a roll. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I remember who was it? I think it's Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez teaching people how to roll.
Yeah.
But damn, he was using so much weed, so you couldn't really because he was just like pouring it on a blunt and just.
Yeah, but blend up quite a lot of weed.
Yeah, thing is, it wasn't a good looking joint. It was a smokable joint. Yeah.
You can't be teaching people when your joints are not good. That's
that's
one I don't describe.
Yeah.
If your joints still pain, or his joint come on. Hey, come on.
Well,
hey, I can't run free hand. That's why I don't free hand. I leave your joint.
Hey, Joe.
Boss.
Damn, bro. I don't remember. Hey, Joe, I hope I don't roll that type of joint.
You better quit with that. If you want to roll that type of joint, nigga.
But come on, man. I know I don't smoke, but
this other friend of mine didn't need 30 Jew. You know that time like Jew. So obviously when I like Jew, can move for a roll up for me. If you cannot compete, he was like, nah, I want to smoke as well. Okay, roll up for me, G. You rolled up that G Jew. After I pay tamula. Hey, damn man, I don't pass a mula. I had 2 puffs, like the weed fell around the I was like, this nigga.
What?
And at that time, it was someone he was living that time.
Shit.
I'm looking at the nigga like, Jew, this fucking nigga. He just enjoyed the weed alone and didn't care what he did. He was thinking after how is it gonna be.
Look, man, I don't give a fuck as long as I enjoy the joint. And I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here.
That's some BS.
Let it collapse.
That's some BS.
Let it collapse when I'm gone.
What the fuck about Rohabia? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm really.
I know. Luckily, it was my homeboy, so I let that shit pass, man.
You let it slide?
I let that shit slide, man.
Damn, dog.
But he never rolled for me again after the day, yeah.
Oh.
That's why now I always carry my ready-made. Yeah. So to avoid such vibes where I ask fellas to roll for me. So I bring my own shit. I want.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Roll up, man. Hey.
Yeah, I'm rolling up, man.
I'm
rolling up. Hey, Joe, did you hear Did you hear Katleho Dankes? I'm not even about the story.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even about the story. Joe, fuck that. Whatever it is, if y'all keep on a move, man. Yeah. Well, did you hear her response? Could I then? Metro.
No. Radio talk.
Can I ring? Lintwaila hampe. No, guess one. Lintwaila hampe. Yeah, Luena, Daman utwaila hampe. Utwaila hampe, Joe. Utwaila hampe. Your friend, ruleting na seta. Oh, shall a joint. Game Mudizor untwaila hampe.
You let that type of bullshit pass, dog. It's not a biggie. It's not a biggie.
Aye, Joe. Some things you just can't let them slide, man.
So, like, when actually, like, or what is the one thing that you think that most people get it wrong about you when they meet you for the first time? Like what is the assumption that most people have gotten wrong about you? Like,
I remember some when I was in college, some friend of mine, the first year, he's like, he thought Torek is boy, and I'm a snob.
oh, cheese boy can.
Nah, not even.
What is a cheese boy? What is the definition of cheese boy, baby?
Cheese boy. Cheese boy is for me.
Yeah,
Somebody is a rich kid. I'm not a rich kid. I'm not a rich kid.
I could ask 10 people what is the definition of cheese boy, and I'll get 10 different.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But they say obviously they say to have money.
Money
Is the
money
most
is,
important
yeah.
thing to have. What we consider as a cheese boy. Or you can get a light skinned nigga like Keso, but get a cheese boy just because
he's light skinned. Oh yeah, okay. So well, yeah. Yeah, his definition was that he thought that I was a snobby kid and shit like that. Yeah, so I guess a lot of people get me wrong. A lot of people think that I'm full of myself.
But do you let that do you let the people, like, the assumptions about that, do you let them get to you? Do they sway you off of you question yourself in terms of how you approach people in the room, such things? Do you question it, or is it just like fuck it?
Hey, I'm like fuck it, cause I'm me. I know I'm not that. Damn, I know I'm not that. So, dog, if you feel like you're just boy, man, go ahead, I'm Naga eats like a cheese boy. If you feel like I'm snobby kid, I know I'm not. So
Hey,
I'm not gonna change the way I do my things or the way I appear.
Cause I saw this other video the other day. This other kid had like roses. Did you see it? He was walking on his
Dog. Why did they do? Why?
Yeah, mother like. Mara is what magazi. Guess how kasi like, as you know, kasi would this is for carrying an umbrella talk, like what is and
hey Joe, na I would carry a regular childing, never umbrella. I can not go keep Joe, kept it on Salafar.
Even when I isn't in the pouring rain. Ha, shapula. Like umbrella, umbrella.
Hey Joe, the thing, hey Joe.
So even like, okay, I obviously like I have my own shit, but like there's like these three in phone, like they taking care of his skin.
Yeah.
They are taking care of himself. I'm a gauge.
Hey Joe, na regular childing, na. Kivergisa routine, okay, not yeah, margisa routine.
Face routine.
Yeah, face routine. You're trying to for real. Even though my skin is not that good yet. Mar, and he's like, exfoliate like a madman. That's what he says. So I exfoliate like a madman too. Yeah, and nobody's gonna say shit.
Maratio, when you disclosing it, people wouldn't normally notice that shit.
Huh?
People were about to jump on it.
Yeah, they wouldn't notice it, but I'm just putting it out there so that you know.
There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. That's what, dog. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself.
Obviously, nice out to like thing.
Yeah.
Something that I wouldn't do.
Mar, you know, Joe, because some people are really fragile, dog.
Yeah,
to be honest,
you trying to reduce that part. Yeah, just that ish. You know, like Bantering and almost multi. Sometimes and becomes a bit more than it should be. But when it gets there, like obviously you have to.
Because dog, right now, Joe, we Joe like multi ahoba, Joe. To be honest, to be honest, sometimes Joe, we just need to be on some fetu petela buff and shine. Yeah, because I remember when Besha Bruaga. You besha bro aga shapli di perfect shine mar aja Got jumper like after a while or a sharp. Hey, that ain't good, man. That ain't good. You never know how another person is gonna interpret.
Hey, true, dog. And you never really know. There's people who take this shit to the heart, dog. Like, now it's all get banter. Because even with us, there's some banter or in a low Kotanya. But you know, not like getting. I used to hang out with like best friend or like whenever. Yeah, like you know, like for the player Hashana. So like you develop tough skin.
So okay, Kupalo Butis, do you think Hashana is constructive or destructive?
Facing each other.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on your perspective on the whole thing. For instance, if when you take anything personal, like anything that doesn't say you personalize it, it's gonna be helpful to you. It's bound to affect you. But if you take things as joking as you also throw it, I guess it's bad. Obviously, with banter, there is some truth to it.
There is some truth. That's the thing. So that's the thing about it, Joe. Because sometimes motokono hashakan tulong horakin and then you know it also. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's shady one. I wanna get that's the shady way of hashani. I wanna issue this with like losing in confidence. Yeah, that's some BS. I know for sure. I know that's what I know what you are. Slithering snake. There's a snake in my garden. Yeah, that's what I know. But it ain't nice, dog. It ain't nice. Like, it ain't nice when it's coming like that, dog.
It ain't nice. Nah, I'm not just like, go, but it's your one cheetah, and then you're like, ah.
And I don't know.
Never go child. On a little, it's on a longer Habayamuti. Bahashana Gason.
Yeah, I guess.
When about jail. When about jail.
And I nice when it's coming like that, dog. It's not nice. Now, fella, I show this little trauma or jelly, fella or not. It's about Senarayo, when I about jail, I win.
Yeah, well, Kupelar Hashana Mouti, like I wish you get Toma campaign, Pila, then Kono like.
I thought Hashana is bad too. It's bad for the Hashana. No, let's leave that stuff to the comedians. Because
it's their profession, fella. Yeah, when you go there, yeah, fella, you're just gonna expect what about long hasha.
Marajo, like there's a good level of respectful banter I think we can achieve as people who you know each other, you know the limits at the manegi you know which punches to throw, which not to.
Okay, what about Motolong Rao eats that well? Because
I know. There's people who are free like that, like they take it like any person who's in that space. So they are the type of person in Hore. It's like that. Sometimes you find Motolore na that type of lifestyle. And I take it sideways, end up catching fists over that shit. It ain't nice because you've been disrespectful. So nothing is. It's nice amongst people who know each other because in that manner, at least you know, okay, you can sway. And if you sway over the line, you know you have been disrespectful. You deserve what's coming to you. I guess.
Yeah.
Snakes get. Eh?
And Livanyana Hasha, Pila, Asir Namoti Fella, Livanyana Barahasha.
Yeah, I also know Hasha naturally. There's people leave the shit to comedians. Never keep it to respectful ben tacho.
Yeah,
that's what I'm really
talking about. Because what's really Pachi? I feel like, but what's really Pachi? Actually understand each other much more.
Oh yeah,
what's really Pachi? You guys Hashimoto like.
Yeah, it's really one. Mara, you get those. You get
Marflop is
good. For instance, if somebody Kabuyana is like that, naturally, quite punchline, quite pan, quite in. The story even when you help me with think deeper.
That's the thing. That's the thing. The pageant fan like prior sorry from fun.
Be some fun. Used to it too.
The pageant is they unna little
yeah.
Little bias. So who hashamo to even if
now you're conscious about that shit, you're conscious of what you're saying and
yes.
what your words can show
to the next person.
Yes.
I feel like Joe to bandi bache ba fetu and let's not bag weed Get some good weed. Get some good weed.
Yeah, like it's nice to educate yourself about cannabis strains that can work well for you. And, you know if you know yourself, you will know what you need. And also, guys, remember to cannabis responsibly.
Yeah.
And let's keep it moving. G.
I am before Bruak. Did you lower your intake
Of what?
of weed in a day? Because last time it was very high. So I hope now maybe give him a 5G in a day.
Nah, it's quite less. It's quite less. Nowadays it's extremely hot. It's difficult. Yeah. So don't worry, my friend.
Man, thanks, bro. Like, thanks. I like. You know what I like? That mini intervention. Just it actually did something. I like that.
Yeah. No, shout outs for that. Shout outs for that. Shout outs for
You
the
should
lookout.
thank me for being a good friend of, to make you.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
Well, hey man, I don't smoke weed, but remember to cannabis responsibly, and yeah.
And also, guys, please remember to subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe
to our channel, like, comment, and share, please, guys. Let us know what you think about all the stuff that we drop. And yeah,
I am leaving you, nigga.
fuck you out of here. We out.